A couple of guys in with me, Sam McConkey and Ian Courtney. 70 years or thereabouts of service between them with the Northern Ireland Fire and Rescue Service, the Fire Brigade as I remember it. Sam, you must have seen some sights in your time serving there.
Yes, well, I've been in the service 37 years, joined in 1979, a very different service from what it is now. But I joined as a routine firefighter. My milkman approached me and asked me if I wanted to be a fireman, and I said yes.
Oh, was he a fireman or
yes,
just a milkman fireman?
Milkman
all right.
fireman, yes. When I joined, most of the routine men were either milkmen or postmen or worked in Michelin, so I was self-employed at the time, was able to give me time and join, so that's what I did.
And you go in there, obviously you have to be fit for the fire service, but was there a fear of what you might see?
Initially, yes, because, you know, it's a very new experience for me, but as the year goes past, you get used to it and you become accustomed to the different types of calls, the road accidents, the fires, special service calls, you know, people trapped in machinery or whatever. And you just become accustomed to dealing with that incident at the time, you know.
Ian, there must be a real sense of achievement when you do go to one of those road traffic collisions or somebody stuck in a machine or something like that. When you rescue them, what does it feel like?
Almost, as long as they're okay out of it, you know. But as Sam says, but we know it's different than going along the road and coming across something like that. That's far more shocking that way, you know. But we know we're going to probably see something, so we'd be prepared for it, near enough, you know.
When that fire horn, as it would have been back in the day, when that used to sound, what was the adrenaline like for you guys? Because you didn't maybe know what you were going out and into.
Well, you shouldn't be at the front of the station if the fire horn goes. If you get run over by firemen running in, you know. So yes, we all enjoyed the fire horn, you know. It's in the station that was like a mad rush. So it's but you know, it scared people, made people jump, and you know, when it went off, you know.
Well, it was loud. I was cracking about it earlier on. I used to live about 3 miles away, and whenever it went, I used to jump on my BMX and pedal as hard as I could to try and get to the fire station to see where you guys were going. But it must have been some crack, Sam, over the years as well.
Oh, fantastic crack. Like, in the early days, we used to have the fireman's ball every year, you know, and it's a great sense of camaraderie in the fire service at that time, and still is to a certain extent. But we used to have Mr. and Mrs. contest, dart competition, snooker, a very social side to it as well. You were like one big family really at that time, and everybody joined in, and your wives came to the Christmas dinners and stuff, you know, so it was fantastic that way. Socially, it's fantastic.
Big bunch of lads and maybe one or two ladies in the service. I don't know about Ballymena.
Oh yes, we've ladies, Ballymena. Yes,
in Ballymena as well.
One lady at a minute, yes.
Right. The crack must have been mighty. Before you guys go out in a call and you're sitting about waiting on that to go. I suppose back in the day, maybe you were working through the day.
We worked through the day, and then once the fire horn went at that time, we responded and turned up at the fire station within so many minutes, and then went out in the pump. But more after the calls. In the old days, we used to go upstairs and have tea and a bit of crack after the call, and anything serious, you know, we talked about it among ourselves, and that sort of relieved the tension a bit after the call.
You have to have one or two yarns that we shouldn't know about. So.
Well, there's one or two.
Go for it. Surprise me. Put you on the spot on live radio.
Well, I have one. They were called. I told us the other night to the guys in the station too. But we were reminiscing. But we went to a collapse building. Now, we had a rescue tender at that time, and we could have been called nearly anywhere in the north. And at that time, we had a dog handler. And sniffer dogs, you know, but they don't have them now. But the collapse, there was kids seen running about shortly before the collapse in Lisburn. So we turned out, and there's piles of red lorries all over the place, and so we had to get silence for the dog and there were listening devices and all that sort of thing. So we're trying to get us short on this, you know. Anyway, but cut a long story short, all the lights and all the machines were turned off to get silence to see if we could hear him. And the dog started to go mad, and it was pitch black. The dog started to go mad, yelping and getting on as if there was something, you know. When they finally got the lights on, the dog handler standing on the dog's paw, and that was yelping like mad.
Good crack. Tell me, Sam, my image of the fire station, and I have been in there, but a lot of people's image would be that pole, right? So you're upstairs, you slide down that pole. Is that what it's like, or is that just kind of mythical?
Well, no, there is a pole in the fire station, but it's situated in the full-time crew's bedroom, so it's for them getting up in the middle of the night. We used to use it when we're in the rec hall or the dining room and come down it, but not so much lately now. It's more a full-time based in their bed, and with fire horn goes in the middle of the night, they slide down the pole in the middle of the night, but we don't use it as much now.
Many times do you reckon you were down that pole? I was going to say up it. Did you ever climb up it?
It has been done.
Yes.
I'm sure. I don't doubt it.
Our boys have come down it head first too.
I don't doubt that either. Here's a question, and I don't know if you're married, wives, girlfriends or girlfriend, whatever it is. Women in uniform.
Yes. I'm all for it, as long as they're capable of doing the job.
No, I don't mean that. I mean when you're out and about in uniform, right? Everybody thinks of this heroic character and all the gear and the helmet and all the stuff, and women, and I'm sure men as well, love it. Give me there has to be something that's happened along the years, because you hear stories about the milkman. What about the fireman?
Well, I have never been approached, don't think, with any sort of offer, should I say, but...
Sam, you're not a looker. Ian, what about you?
I'm not a looker either.
Brilliant, good crack. Listen, Sam McConkey and Ian Courtney, they're both just retired from the Northern Ireland Fire and Rescue Service. Guys, I know you're still working away, but you should throw the feet up and chillax. You've served us well.